Hello everyone, welcome back to another day in the 100 days design challenge. So today we'll be creating a Resin Art Training Flyer. So I go to my create new, I click on it. I'm using this, it's 30 by 1024 pixels. I click create. So the first thing I'll do is to import all that I'll be using for this training. So I copy everything and I go to my photos, I drop it here, hit enter, enter. So I make this other layers unseen, then I click on this one, I increase the size so that I take the size of the canvas by this. I hit enter. Then next thing I'll do is to add a rectangle. So I create my rectangle here this way. I drop it to, I remove the stroke. Then I'm going to give it a few ingredients. I click here, then I click here. I'm using an orange light color, and then okay. So this one, make it brighter, and I click OK. Then next I'm going to do is to increase my stroke a bit, and I'm going to be using a dark shade of it. I'll reduce it a bit to 10. Anyway, hit 10, enter. 9. Okay, so I'm just going to go back to my layers. I'll click on it, then I'll double click. I'll go to outer glow and just increase it a bit, the size. No, it's too much. Reduce it, then I can click multiply. Let's see. Okay, then I'll click enter. Then the next thing I'm going to do is to add my arts. I'll go here, I'll draw a rectangle. I'll go there to make the edges curved. Drop my tool here, then I unclip it. This way, and this way I hit enter. Okay, I'm going to remove the stroke like this. I go back to my layers, and I'm going to select one of this. I'm going to move it up so that it will be above the rectangle, and I'll just reduce it because I want to clip it. So I'll reduce it like this. Okay, Ctrl Z. I'll click my tool and reduce. Enter. Then I'm just going to right click, clip it, create clipping marks. I'm just going to move. Okay, I'll select this and I'm going to move it this way. Okay, use my arrow key and then I'll hit enter. So this is it. Then it's looking too plain. I'm going to add a stroke to this. So go back to my rectangle, double click, and I'll click on stroke, add stroke. I'm going to increase the stroke a bit, let's say 5 or 6. Then I'm going to add a shadow. I'm going to drop shadow on it, and I'll give it a black shadow. Hit OK. Then let's see. And I'll hit OK. I want to touch the gradient of this rectangle, so I go back to the properties, I go to this place, and then I make it this way so that to be coming from the other side, from right to left. Okay, enter. I'll go back to this my image. I'll go to layers, double click the drop shadow. I want it to move in from low, the other side, like this, from this way down. Then I'll reduce the distance a bit and increase the spread a little. Leave the opacity as 30, and I'll click OK. Then the next thing I'm going to do after this is to Ctrl J the rectangle. I'll move it up, and then I'll click this. Then this rectangle, I hold my shift and I place it here. So I go and I open up the eyes of this one, move it forward like this, reduce it, enter. Then I'll click it to this rectangle, shift it like this. Then the third one, Ctrl J, I'm going to move it up so that I can clip this one back. Then for this last one, I'm going to look for my last image. This is it. I bring it forward like this. Then I reduce the size again, enter. This particular, okay, so I'm going to reduce the size of these two. Got it here. I will group them together. I bring them together, Ctrl G, and then I'm going to Ctrl T and reduce it. So I'll reduce it this way so that it will have, that there will be space, enter. Then I'm going to rotate my rectangle this way. Then enter. So the next thing I'm going to do is this particular image, this particular group here, move it like this, increase it, enter. Then this last one, so I'll just delete it and I will use the recent one. I'll move it forward like this. I'll clip this back. Then I'll move this one downward. And bring this image in front. So I'm just going to clip it to this image here, enter. So we are done with this side. So I'm just going to group everything, shift, I'm going to move it into this place, and okay, I'll call it Resin Arts. So the next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to open up the eyes of this logo, bring it forward. Okay, the logo just entered here. I'll bring it forward like this. I'll just bring my rectangle into this group. Now resize the logo. I'll place it here. I'll increase it a bit more. Place it here. Then the next thing I'm going to do now is to add my text. So I'll just add my text. Resin Art Training. I drop my tool. Then I'm going to just zoom in to fit screen. This particular image. Savio. Go to properties. I'll be using a long board. I'll click on it. Enter. Enter. Then I'll increase it this way. I'll increase it this way and then move it like this. Reduce it. I'll change the colors that I'll see. Okay, I click OK. The spacing between the text is too much, so I'm just going to keep it at 0. I'll increase it, then I'll add a shadow. I head over to my layers, double click. Drop shadow. I will reduce it. Use the distance. Use the size. Then enter. So I'm just going to move this. I'll move it inside a bit with my arrow key. Move. Then I'll increase this. Enter. My image, this particular logo, I'm going to rotate it this way. I'll hit enter. Then the next thing I'll do is to add what you will learn. So I go here, I draw my rectangle, I give it round edges. I'm trying to be consistent with the round edges in this design. So I'm just going to, if I rotate, I'll just add a gradient to it. This is a solid color. I will head over to my gradient. I'll just put another color here. Sorry, this stroke. I don't want it to have a stroke. Okay. This is it. I'll pick this color. Then I'm going to add something else here. I'm going to change the color to a brighter shade. Then okay. I rotate it this way. Okay, I'll just leave it like this. Then the next thing I'll do is to add my mini rectangle. So I'll just add something. I'll just add something on top here, like this. And I'll give it a stroke. Sorry, I'll give it a round edge like this. Then I'll give it a solid color. I'll use this darker shade, this, and then I'm just going to write what you will learn. What you will learn. Then I will use this. I'm going to edit this fill. I don't like the way it's looking. So I go here, I double click, and I'll just pick this particular shade. Let's see. And I'll just increase it a little. Maybe I should pick from here. Okay. Then this side again, double click, pick from here. Okay. Then this particular, I'm going to reduce it a bit. I use my shift tool so that, because I don't want it to be the same dimensions. So I hit enter. Then I'm going to change my color to white like this. Then I will change it to this as well as the font I'm using for this. I'll just increase it this way. The size. I'll zoom in. Then I will increase, and then the text is looking jam-packed. Enter. Okay. I'll release it here. Like this. Enter. And the next thing I'm going to do is to add my other text, what is going to be covered in the class. So I'll just pick this Alt and click my Alt key and then put it here. First thing I'll type is I'm using arrow key. Sorry, this arrow, I want to create bullets, so I use that on the keyboard. Then I'll write types of resin and their uses. Okay. Okay, so I'm done typing. I'll move it aside like this and I'll reduce the size and I'll increase the spacing. Increase the spacing like this, and I'm going to bring in another rectangle to create lines. So I go back here and then I just create a rectangle like this. I give it a stroke, I give it a white fill, enter. I drop my tool, then Alt, 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 so this is it. Make sure the text is sitting on the lines, so I'll just move it. Okay, I'll just move the lines. Just so I made a mistake here. Forward. I'm moving the line so that it will be sitting, so that the text will be sitting on it properly. So this is it. So after that, I go back to my layers. Yeah, this is it here. From here, from this rectangle, hold my shift to this place, Ctrl G, group what you will learn. Then I'm going to just move it like this and click it up, enter. So I'll take this up a bit, then I'll take this up. Then I'm just going to add the details down here. So I go back here, I draw my rectangle like this, add a round edge, not too much, this is okay. I'll drop my tool, then I'm going to increase it like this, then I would give it a stroke. I'll change the color of the stroke to this, then I'm going to give it a stroke. This too much, I'll reduce it. Okay, then I'm going to remove the fill. I don't want it to have a fill, so this is too much. I'm going to reduce it to 4 to 3.8. Then I'm going to use this color. Okay, I'll just Ctrl T. Then I will uncheck this and increase it like this, enter. Okay, before I rotate it, I'm just going to add another small. Okay, let me just copy this one, bring it to this place. Okay, let me just create a new rectangle, just a small rectangle here. I drop my tool. I'm going to add a round edge, then I'll move the stroke. Okay, the stroke, there's no stroke there. Then I'll give it a fill. Let's see, you can use gradient. Okay, I'll just use this, and I'm going to write. I'll use my alt. Okay, I'll just type a new text because that one is already rotated. So I'll write 20th to 25th July 2025. Then okay, I'm going to edit this 20th. Okay, and drop this. Then I'm just going to the spacing, I'll reduce it a bit. Then I'm going to reduce the size of the text. Let me increase it. Or better still, let me just change the size to alone. Let's say alone medium. I'll reduce the spacing in between. Reduce it this way. Okay, Ctrl Z. Reduce it. Enter. Then I'm going to touch the rectangle a bit. Use my shift. Enter. I'll reduce this one. Enter. Okay. Close. WhatsApp group. That's the venue for the class. Then I'll just change the color. I'll go to properties, change my color, pick this color. Okay, now we use this. So after this, I'm just going to zoom in, fit screen. Then I'll just rotate this one as well for consistency. So I pick this, and then the rectangle, change this one. Okay. Move this one up. I'm trying to arrange it. Let me just cut Click inside here. Let's look for this one where it is located. You see it here. This rectangle, this. I bring it. I hold my shift, Ctrl G to group. I'll just name it details. Then after that, I'm just going to rotate this way. Okay, so that's all. Then the next thing I'm going to do, Shift Ctrl E. I'll edit my image. I'll go back here to camera raw filter. Okay, it just picked the edit that I did before now. Let me go there. If you go to camera raw filter, you see this. If I click here, it's just going to pick the edit that you did before, the previous edit that you did. So if I go here by myself, if I move down to the camera, the Shift Control Shift, so you see that it has brought this up. Then I can edit it however I want it, but it's already edited. I'm just going to increase the blue a bit more this way. Then I'll just increase the texture a bit, the clarity, the haze. If it's looking too sharp, I'm going to reduce the clarity just a bit. Then I'll just click OK here. Then after that, I'll press my Shift Ctrl S to save, and I can press my Ctrl S to save as a JPEG or as a Photoshop file. Okay, with that we have come to the end of this particular design. Thank you for staying to the end. Thank you for practicing, for following up. So I'll just name this Resin Art. I'll save it as a JPEG file. So that's all for this particular training, this particular design. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.